Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I want to show you another Victorinox Executive. Now really quick, this is the one that I showed you before, and take a real good look at the scales there and the design, because the one that I picked up is actually different. It has a pinstripe down the middle, and I think that is pretty neat. I think it's very unique. Now this one here is actually one that is branded by Hofritz, Switzerland Stainless. This was built by Victorinox, and stamped on the back it is stamped Victoria, which puts it within the 1960s. Now the one that I recently picked up and have already cleaned up is branded Hofritz only on this side, and then on the back with a bunch of grease and gunk, Victorinox Switzerland Stainless Roast Fry. Now all that gunk is pretty much because this thing was so stiff I had to like dunk it in oil, so it's still oozing oil out, and I will be cleaning that more and more as I loosen up all the implements and get it degunked. But here we have the nail cleaner and nail file, and what's interesting is now I get to actually compare one director to another director. So the one on the left is actually from the 1960s, the one on the right is from the 1970s, and you can see that the one on from the 60s on the left has kind of a dimple there, and then on the right it is a complete flat end, no dimple on the end there. So it's a little more decorative when it goes to an older knife and less decorative as you get younger, but probably it was a cost cutting measure. But the cutting side for the fingernail is the same. It's just this cross-hatched etch in there. Now the other thing that is the same is the scissors. Now Victorinox actually stopped doing this single leaf spring scissor in 75, so this gives me this date 1970s, especially with the stamping, but with the stamping on the blade here it gives me 1960s. But you can see both are in excellent condition, and it is very, very unique to be able to actually have both of these at the same time, especially given how old they are. Now the orange peeler on the one I just picked up has a little bit of damage there. You can see that there's a gouge right over here and a bunch of oil. Again, this thing was really dirty, took a lot of work to get it cleaned up. And then the small pen blade over here actually has seen some use, but I was able to straighten that out and get it sharpened up, and I think it looks really good. What else haven't I shown you? I think I've shown you everything. Real quick, let's take a look at that blade. It cleaned up real nice, really nice. This thing was scratched to heck, but I was able to get it flattened out, polished up, and it looks great again. Let's compare it really quick to the other one here, and this one here is polished up and looking great as well. Now one thing I did notice, and I think this was just in the life of this knife, but the scissors are somewhat bent. You can see that there's kind of a bend there, and because of that, when the scissors are actually put in, they do not correspond with one another equally. So when you actually do put the fingernail file in, it kind of swings that over, and it allows enough space for that to get in, but it was bent. I am not brave enough to pursue that repair, so I am leaving it be, but the scissors themselves still work. That spring does feel a little bit weak. I do feel like this one had a lot more use than this one in its lifetime, but it is very, very cool indeed to be able to present you guys both of these at the same time. So thought you guys would like to see this. Till the next one, I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.